Welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. Did want to let everyone know the Supreme Court has ruled that Texas abortion providers can sue over the state's ban on most abortions, but the justices are allowing the law to remain in effect. So the court acted Friday, more than a month after hearing arguments over the law that makes abortion illegal after cardiac activity is detected in an embryo. So that's around 6 weeks before some women even know they are pregnant. There are no exceptions for rape or incest, and this law has been in place since September 1st. Now, the outcome is at best only a partial victory for abortion providers. The same federal judge who already has once blocked the law almost certainly will be asked to do so again. But then his decision will be reviewed by the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, which has twice voted to allow enforcement of the abortion ban. So the case could return to the justices, and so far there have not been 5 votes on the 9-member court to put the law on hold while the legal fight plays out. So the court's conservative majority also seems likely to roll back abortion rights in a Mississippi case that was argued last week, although that decision is not expected until the spring. So the high court ruling came a day after a state court judge in Texas ruled that the law's enforcement, which rewards lawsuits against violators by awarding judgments of $10,000, is unconstitutional, yet left the law in place. The court fight over the Texas law is focused on its unconstitutional structure and whether it improperly limits how the law can be challenged in court. Texas lawmakers handed responsibility for enforcing the law to private citizens rather than state officials. Now, the law authorizes lawsuits against clinics, doctors, and anyone who aids or abets an abortion performed after cardiac activity is detected in the fetus. That, again, is usually around 6 weeks of pregnancy. Some women don't even know they're pregnant when they're only 6 weeks along. So the case raised a complex set of issues about who, if anyone, can sue over the law in federal court, the type of route for challenges to abortion restrictions. And indeed, federal courts routinely put a hold on similar laws, which rely on traditional enforcement by state and local authorities. Now, another issue is whom to target with a court order that ostensibly tries to block the law. Under Supreme Court precedents, it's not clear whether a federal court can restrain the action of state court judges who would hear lawsuits filed against the abortion providers, court clerks who would be charged with accepting the filings, or anyone who might someday want to file lawsuit. So the Texas law was specifically designed to put obstacles in the way of legal challenges, and so far we've seen that work. And since it took effect in September, the law has imposed the most restrictive abortion curbs in the nation since the Supreme Court's first declared a woman's right to an abortion in its 1973 Roe versus Wade decision. Now, I do want to also make a note for everyone who has been sticking around and staying tuned to this. The Supreme Court also considering a completely separate challenge to a Mississippi abortion law, a ruling which is most likely to come in the springtime. In that case, would overturn the landmark abortion ruling Roe versus Wade.